Welcome back to Penn State Sports Night. I'm Destiny Sanchez alongside John Draeger, and we're here to give you this week's sports update. Top-ranked Penn State wrestling conquered 6th-ranked Ohio State in the 2022 BJC duel last Friday. In front of a sold-out crowd, senior Drew Hildenbrandt got Penn State off to a fast start with a convincing win over Malik Heinzelman. Senior Roman Bravo Young showed out as well, pinning his opponent Brady Kuntz to put Penn State up 9-0. Penn State picked up 8 bonus points off of 2 pins from Bravo Young and Brooks and 2 majors from Lee and Kirk Villite. Moving on to Sunday, Penn State had another victory, defeating number 7 Nebraska to clinch the Big Ten regular season title. The duel was held in front of the 60th straight sellout crowd in Rec Hall. Wrestling without 3 starters, Cale Sanderson's squad was unbothered. Penn State rolled up 26-9 advantage, including a 10-3 margin in the third period. Penn State remains undefeated, claiming the Big Ten regular season title outright. The Nittany Lions will host Rider on Sunday, February 20th in Rec Hall for the final duel of their regular season.
The Penn State Lady Lions held the annual Pink Zone game at the Bryce Jordan Center on Sunday against the Northwestern Wildcats. However, the Lady Lions fell to the Wildcats 78-72. Junior guard McKenna Marisa led the offensive charge with 25 points, but Northwestern's Veronica Burton finished with 22 points as one of 5 Wildcats who scored in double figures. Penn State got off to a hot start early, leading by 10 at the end of the first quarter. But Northwestern slowly clawed back into this game at halftime. Once the third quarter was commenced, it was all Wildcats as the team went on a 13-2 run. The game stayed close up until the fourth quarter, where Penn State went 5 of 17 from beyond the 3-point line, allowing Northwestern to pull away and walk out of Happy Valley with the win. The Lady Lions' next game is in West Lafayette, where they will take on the Purdue Boilermakers on Tuesday, February 9th. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m.
Penn State men's lacrosse had its season opener this past weekend against Lafayette. The Nittany Lions hosted the Leopards in Habula Hall for a 20-15 win. Senior Jack Kelly and freshman Jack Trainer scored 5 goals apiece. Both Kelly and Trainer's 5 points came on identical stat lines of 4 goals and 1 assist. Freshman Kyle Aldridge finished with 2 goals and 3 assists in his collegiate debut. Lafayette tied it up before another freshman, Will Pedden, beat the goalie for his first career goal with an assist from Richmond transfer Tate Gallagher. Defensively, freshman goalie Jack Frassione stopped 4 of the 7 shots he faced in the second half. He secured his first win in his collegiate debut after playing the final 38 minutes and 4 seconds in goal, finishing with 6 saves on 11 chances. Lafayette came close to bringing the score to 15-14 in the fourth quarter, but Nittany Lions then shut them down with a 4-0 run. Penn State's next matchup is against Villanova Saturday at 3 p.m. in Happy Valley.
The Penn State women's ice hockey team couldn't get the series win against the Syracuse Orange over the weekend. In the first game, both teams held strong with a 1-1 tie. Syracuse opened the scoring by way of a power play goal in the first period. In the third period, sophomore forward Alyssa Machado sent a redirection into the back of the net off a pass from senior captain Natalie Heising to tie it up at 1 apiece and send the game into overtime. The additional 5 minutes were a stalemate, and a second game would decide which team would be atop of the CHA standings. Rachel Weiss scored the game-tying goal in the third period, similar to the first game. However, Syracuse would get the game-winning goal within a minute left in overtime. Penn State now sits at second in the CHA behind the Orange and is looking for a win on Tuesday, February 8th, when the Nittany Lions take on the Cornell Big Red in New York. So Destiny, what are you looking forward to in sports this weekend?
I'm really looking forward to Penn State versus Michigan men's basketball Tuesday night. It's a whiteout game. I think there's going to be a lot of energy, and it's going to be an exciting game. What about you?
The answer is quite obvious. It's going to be the Super Bowl. We have the Bengals going against the Rams, 2 completely different teams in this Super Bowl this time around. LA is playing host, so it's a home field advantage for the Rams. You got a bunch of star talent with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Odell Beckham Jr., Aaron Donald, and Matt Stafford. Just a big stage for one of the biggest games of the NFL season. That will wrap up this edition of The Update here on Penn State Sports Night. For Destiny Sanchez, I'm John Draeger saying so long and have a great night.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night. We hope you liked that segment.
And we're sure there's other Penn State Sports Night segments that you are going to love as well. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content.
And check us out on social media for updates and behind-the-scenes clips and pics. Follow us on Twitter at PSSN TV and on Instagram at PSU Sports Night to keep up with all the action.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.